While there's a lot going on in your relationships this month, Taurus, we actually end off on a very personal note with a full moon lunar eclipse in your sign on October 28th. This is really signifying some sort of change, maybe in your identity or your expression. You are understanding yourself in a new way, maybe even expressing parts of yourself to other people that have been hidden, or even coming into an awareness or appreciation for parts of yourself that you didn't even recognize were there. If you're excited for this month's reading and you're not already subscribed, then this is the month to do it. I'm very likely to rebrand either in October or in the very near future, so if you want to make sure that you are always up to date with what's in the cards for you, then definitely be sure to hit like, subscribe, and the bell notification. I get comments and messages from you each and every month saying that you haven't seen me for some time, you haven't seen my videos, and that you've missed me, and the truth is I've missed you as well. I've actually been uploading since over a year ago again, after taking a bit of a break. I still haven't gotten everybody back, so if you do support this channel, it not only helps me continue to put out messages for all of you, but also reach people who are still looking for it, for people who still need them, and I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. For those of you who are new to this channel, it's great to have you. My name is Michael, and I utilize tarot and tropical astrology to intuit monthly forecasts for your zodiac sign. I also have links in the description of this video for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions. I will never DM you or send you a message or leave you a comment to solicit my services. Anyone who's doing this is just a fake account, so you can just report and block them. You can also follow all of my actual social media using the links in the description of this video. That way you're sure that you are following me. Now, let's get into October reading. I'm very curious to see what we have this month for you. So before we get into the tarot for you, Taurus, I do want to just look at these animal cards that I pulled for you while connecting with your energy. We do have the raccoon and the hummingbird, and the raccoon is very interesting to me because it does signify something with a mask or an identity or role that you have fulfilled or been playing in your life, but maybe something that has lost meaning to you or something that is no longer as resonant. I feel like a lot of you have been wanting to change or follow a new passion or a new interest, maybe even a new person with the hummingbird here. I feel like there is a source of sweetness in your life that you are branching out into, whether this is a passion, a new relationship, a new interest, a new life path. I feel like something very exciting is happening here, and it is causing a mask to fall away. And this makes perfect sense with the full moon eclipse that we have at the end of the month. We talked about that in the intro, but we do also have a new moon eclipse on the 14th. This is in the sign of Libra. And this is a really interesting energy to me because it does signify that there is something new that you are doing, adding to your day-to-day life, something that you want to change. And this could even be signifying new work or a new role that you are filling. And maybe that's why this raccoon card is coming in. Maybe some of you are really engaging in self-care or nurturing your creativity. We do also have Pluto going direct on October 10th. And overall, for all the signs, this is a really great month to make some changes, especially if you've been kind of passive in that department of your life. Maybe you know you've needed to make some changes. Maybe you know there's just something big that you need to do. We have the Judgment card coming out first, actually, and this really does feel like answering a higher calling. And maybe some of you have already done this because this is actually coming out in the past position. This is energy from September or even earlier playing out at the beginning of October for you. Why is Judgment here? Why is Judgment here for Taurus? We have the Three of Wands. Some of you already know that there is a big change that is coming in your life. Maybe this is involving some sort of opportunity, especially travel. But I feel like there's just something coming in here. You've seen something, you've put something out into the world and you see something starting to return to you, or you are gaining attention in some way. What are the messages for Taurus? Show us clearly, please. Sorry, I keep dropping these on the floor. We do have the Three of Pentacles as well. Yeah, this is very interesting. Some of you are working together collaboratively. Some of you are doing something creative or working together with a group of people towards a common goal. What does this Three of Pentacles represent? Obviously, this is a general reading, so all of these messages will not apply for you. It's up to your own intuition and discernment to figure out how they apply or if they should be left behind for somebody else. But why is the Three of Pentacles here? What is the overall energy? We have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like some of you are talking about going into business with another person or a small group of people, especially another earth sign. Could be Capricorn energy, but could also be Taurus or a Virgo. I should say another Taurus. And I mean, with Pluto going direct in Capricorn on the 10th, some of you could also be working on something involving, I'm actually getting like medicine or herbalism or like folk magic. Pluto in your 9th house of Capricorn represents travel. It represents philosophy, spirituality, different ways of thinking about the world at large. And I feel like there is something here where you are somehow taking your philosophies and you are building something. Something that is philosophically aligned with you. Some of you are also remembering places you want to go, and that is important for you in the month of October. What else do we have? And I'm sorry this light keeps flickering. It's been giving me some trouble. I may need to get a new one. Okay, we get it. Okay. We do have Justice in reverse. Something has been out of balance. There could be a situation, maybe bureaucratic, maybe with work, maybe there's some papers that you've been waiting to hear back about, or something has just been delayed. Why is Justice in reverse here? The Knight of Pentacles. You've been working very hard, very steadily towards something. Again, it feels like there have been some delays or some setbacks, and you've just kind of kept your head high and moved forward the best you possibly could. And that might be energy for this month as well. The new moon in Libra is interesting, though. Because this really does signify a time where there could be a change in your day-to-day life, in your routines. Maybe there is something that is disruptive here, but overall I feel like you are building towards something more stable. So maybe some of you are in like a new job, or you have a promotion, but there's also other stuff that comes with that could be a bit of a learning curve, or there's delays. And again, especially if you are working towards a goal or something that feels very purpose-filled, you are making progress, but I think it's reasonable to expect that there could be some disruptions or some maybe legal situation or bureaucratic situation. But I feel like some of you are resolving this, or you're finding a way to work around the Justice in reverse. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is that you are working around your limitations. What else do we have for Taurus? I actually reached for the animal deck, which is interesting. What else do we have for Taurus? I was going to go back to the tarot cards, but for some reason I feel like I'm supposed to pull from this deck as well. Wow, the hyena. This is actually giving me a very similar vibe to the raccoon here. And I feel like some of you have been laughing at yourself or not taking your goals or dreams seriously, and you're realizing if you don't, then no one else will, or that's advice for you in the month of October. And I mean, it's fine to not take yourself super seriously, but I feel like there is this fake laugh, this false humor that's actually causing you to squander some part of yourself. And I think that could really be leading up to the eclipse towards the end of this month, where there is a lot of focus on you, a big shift that you are experiencing. Some of you may even be leaving situations that are out of balance, and that is how you are solving them. You are standing up for yourself, and I feel like this is a non-confrontational group. I feel like some of you are sticking up for yourself. You're standing up for yourself in situations that don't feel comfortable. You kind of know it's not going to go your way, at least in the moment, but there is something better for you. And there is a message here that you do need to stand up for yourself more. You do need to advocate for yourself. Yeah, we have the Strength card. And the Ten of Pentacles. You need to know your worth. You are committing to something. A life goal. Whatever signifies stability to you. You are taking control of it. You're not waiting for things to be handed to you. Or you can't do that anymore. I feel like some of you are creating an opportunity for yourself rather than an opportunity being given to you, which is interesting. Yeah, you need to listen to your heart with the Knight of Cups. And as we get more and more into Scorpio season, there could be something in your love life that is growing, a new relationship, a new commitment. And we do have Venus, in your 5th house of romance, creativity in the sign of Virgo. There could be a new relationship for some of you as you are making some big life change, or maybe some really important conversations or connective moments here. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Interesting. Knight of Cups with the 7 of Cups and Ace of Swords. Yeah, some of you are getting on the same page as somebody else. You're cutting through the illusions. I feel like some of you might even be making a choice between multiple prospects, like romantic prospects, or maybe even opportunities, and you're really listening to your heart, your intuition here. Maybe meditating, gaining clarity. I'm actually getting the message, like, getting out of your head and into your heart. That is where your clarity is. Like, some of you might be trying to figure out what is going to happen next. Maybe you're watching a lot of tarot videos. Maybe you're pulling a lot of cards for yourself, or just trying to figure out what is happening next. What is the next chapter of my life? And you think that is the thing that is going to give you a sense of peace. That is the thing that is going to give you a sense of guidance. But the thing that you really need, Taurus, it's not in the mind. It's not about a knowing. It's a feeling. It's something you experience in your heart. Yeah, the Sun. There is a lot of clarity. There's a lot of creativity. There is a lot of happiness. I mean, for those of you who are artists of some kind or creatives, this is definitely a great month for you with Venus in your 5th house, in the sign of Virgo. There could be some romance here as well for some of you, or maybe finding that spark in a relationship if you are already in a partnership with somebody. For some reason, when I'm looking at this Knight of Cups with the 7 of Cups and Ace of Swords, it's like, for those of you who are in a relationship, maybe you haven't really been connecting the same way, and there's suddenly just this moment where you see this person clearly, and I actually get this in a positive way, where it's like, you remember why you love someone, or why you care about someone, or maybe why you care about something in your life. Obviously, these are general messages. You're going to have to take these as they apply to you. But I feel like there is this moment of clarity, especially with the sun here as well. Any other messages for Taurus? Anything else for Taurus? Any messages for Taurus? Show us clearly, please. Wow. So the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like some of you are coming out of a period of hardship or scarcity. If finances have been hard, I actually feel like this is a very positive omen for you because you are finding a way forward. You are getting a handle on your life and your financial situation. And maybe for some of you, this is about restructuring your life, creating better habits for yourself, especially spending habits. We also do have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, I do feel like there could be a new relationship for some of you, or getting back to the heart of a matter or of a relationship, and that is very nourishing to you as well. You're coming out of an energy of poverty, is what I am getting to. And part of that is also realizing the abundance of love in your life. Maybe appreciating the relationships or people in your life that is important. Maybe even making an offering or expressing gratitude to another person. Perhaps you're receiving that as well, but I actually feel like for some reason some of you are needing to express your gratitude in a different way to someone this month. Any closing messages for Taurus? Any other messages? Any other messages for Taurus? Let me actually just take a peek here. Yeah, we do have Mars in your opposite sign, Scorpio, forming an opposition with Jupiter in your sign. This is happening also at the end of the month, and this really could be invigorating your love life. There could be someone who's putting a lot of energy towards you, or there's just a lot of sparks, a lot of passion, particularly also with Mercury and Mars coming together in Scorpio as well. There's like a really, I want to say heated conversation, but that doesn't necessarily mean like an argument. But there's a lot of energy between you and another person. Wow. Yeah, North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. That's really, really important for you this month. Especially if you are stepping out of an old role or an old sense of identity. Not taking yourself seriously. I feel like some of you are restructuring your life where you are living the way that the person you want to be would live. And this is actually a really powerful manifestation technique, by the way. So if you have a specific career goal or something, really imagining what does the day-to-day life of that version of me look like? What time do I get up? What do I eat for breakfast? What does exercise look like for me? How long am I working? When? And with all of this energy in your 6th house in Libra, I feel like some of you are really stepping into a new life. You're creating a new life. And it might actually scare you at first. Some of you are afraid to admit what you want. Stop being afraid of that. You need to really powerfully own what it is that you want, and maybe that also shows up in a relationship for you. Maybe some of you are just telling someone that you want something that you've kind of kept to yourself, that you've been too afraid to put out on the table because it feels too vulnerable. This is the month to really embrace that and to own it, to own your desires. Wow. North Node and South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. So the nodes do represent where the eclipses occur. And this is interesting to see in a month where we do have 2 eclipses. And I mean, particularly the eclipse on the 14th in the middle of this month really is a powerful time to step out of old energy, because that eclipse is going to be conjunct the South Node, which is about letting go of old energy, letting go of old lessons. You really have the power to totally transform your life this month. And the way that you do that is letting go of the things that scare you to let go of. You don't have to be the same person. And while you may lose some people, you'll keep the ones who are meant for you. And your path will cross with the people who are right for you. Because I feel like you already know what it is that you need to do. You've had judgment in the past. You had judgment in the 3 of Wands. I feel like this group has a very strong sense of what your purpose is, or at least the next step, the next chapter in your life, what you need to pursue. Both of these cards are just screaming at me, go for it. And I am going to share this with you, Taurus, and I'm actually going to leave you with this message. I do hope that all of these messages were helpful for you. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Again, all of my links are in the description of this video if you'd like a personal reading or distance Reiki session. Also share this video if you feel like it would benefit somebody else, or if you feel like this message is meant for somebody that you know. Spread the love. Would love to have some new folks. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, Taurus, and have a happy and blessed October.